From a player who almost had a season-ending injury to another who broke his left hand, these are the scariest moments in NBA history. Number 15. Kelly Oubre's phantom bike crash.
27-year-old Oubre Jr. was released from the hospital a little after 10 o'clock last night. Reports indicate Oubre was hit while walking near his residence at Broad and Locust in Center City.
What if you got hit by a car and no one believed you? In 2023, Kelly Oubre claimed he got taken out during a bike ride. But here's the twist. No one could find any proof. No witnesses, no footage, not even a tire mark on the road. Did a ghost driver strike, or did Oubre just take a wrong turn into imagination? Whatever happened, he walked away with minor injuries, leaving fans with more questions than answers. Number 14. Chris Dunn's face-first dunk disaster. Chris Dunn aimed for the rim and ended up kissing the floor. During a dunk attempt, Dunn lost his grip and came crashing face-first into the hardwood. It wasn't a highlight, it was a straight-up blooper reel entry. Fans froze, teammates panicked. The floor probably thought, was that supposed to happen?
5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. The drive, the spin, stolen by Dunn. Dunn rockets down.
Thankfully, Dunn avoided major injuries, but his faceplant, that's still making the rounds on cringe compilations. Number 13. Tyrese Halliburton's hard fall. Tyrese Halliburton went airborne like a superstar and landed like a bowling pin. Mid-game, Halliburton launched for a layup, only to crash onto the court like gravity wanted revenge. He hit the floor so hard, even the hardwood probably felt the impact. Fans gasped, teammates rushed over, and for a moment it looked bad. Thankfully, Halliburton shook it off, but that fall's a reminder that sometimes gravity wins. Number 12. Joel Embiid's head-stomping mishap. What's scarier than a 280-pound giant falling? Him landing on someone's head. Joel Embiid lost his balance and accidentally stepped on Grant Williams' head, leaving the crowd in stunned silence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Oh, gosh. And that was accidental. That did not look intentional by any means.
That's not the kind of footwork they teach in basketball. Miraculously, Grant popped back up like nothing happened, but fans still cringe every time they see the replay. Number 11. Bronny James's cardiac arrest. Bronny James collapsed, and for a moment it felt like the world stood still. In 2023, during practice, Bronny suddenly dropped from cardiac arrest, leaving teammates and fans in shock. 1 second he's running drills, the next it's like an episode of ER on the court. Medics rushed in, got him stabilized, and Bronny made an incredible recovery. It's a terrifying moment, but the Prince of Basketball proved he's as resilient as they come. Number 10. Steph Curry's broken hand. What's worse than losing the game? Losing Steph Curry. In 2019 against the Suns, Curry drove to the basket, got tangled up, and landed on his left hand like he was trying to catch himself with style. Warriors fans didn't just gasp, they probably Googled how to fix a hand faster than the medics.
Landed on his arm and wrist. It's not the collision, it's the landing, and then on top of it, what?
Oh, yeah. Baines fell on his hand.
The verdict? A broken hand, months on the bench, and a Warriors team that suddenly looked human. But hey, Curry bounced back, reminding everyone that not even gravity can keep him down for long. Number 9. Nerlens Noel's brutal KO. Nerlens Noel went up for a block. Gravity hit him with a technical foul. In 2019, Noel soared to stop Andrew Wiggins at the rim, but came down head first like he was auditioning for a wrestling match.
Steven Adams, and he has been all of that this year. Went up to block the shot of Wiggins. Met him at the rim.
It wasn't a block, it was a crash landing. The arena froze as Noel lay motionless, knocked out cold. Thankfully, he got up later with no major injuries, but that fall, even the hardwood probably needed an ice pack after that one. Number 8. Chris Bosh's life-threatening blood clots. Ever see a basketball star battle something you can't even see? In 2015, doctors found life-threatening blood clots in Chris Bosh's lungs, forcing him off the court for months. Forget jump shots, this fight was for his next breath. He made a comeback, but when more clots appeared, he had to retire for good. Bosh left the game to protect his health, but hey, at least he blocked those clots harder than any shot in the paint. Number 7. John Wall's spiral to rock bottom. John Wall didn't just hit rock bottom, he found the underground. In 2019, after signing a massive contract, John Wall's life went into a free fall. A torn Achilles, personal losses, and getting traded left him in a dark place. It wasn't just one blow, it was like life took a swing and didn't miss. Injuries, losing his mom and best friend, and a trade? Talk about a rough hand. But Wall bounced back, proving that even at rock bottom, you can still climb back. Number 6. Paul Pierce's stabbing incident. 11 stabs in a bottle to the face, and Paul Pierce still walked out like a boss. In 2000, Pierce was attacked at a nightclub, stabbed 11 times, and hit with a bottle. That's not how you want your night to end unless you're trying to get your own reality show.
Hanging out, having fun. I mean, you don't know. You don't know. And it really changed my life. I don't think I went out, like people don't know this, but I actually carried a gun for 2 years right after that. I was so paranoid.
Miraculously, Pierce survived and came back to the NBA like nothing ever happened. The dude took more hits than a punching bag and still dropped buckets. Now that's what we call tough. Number 5, Utah Jazz plane crash scare. What's scarier than guarding LeBron, thinking your plane's about to fall out of the sky? In 2019, the Utah Jazz were flying to Memphis when one of the engines started smoking. Players went from game prep to wondering if they needed a parachute. The plane started losing altitude and panic set in like it was a real-life action movie. Thankfully, the pilot nailed the emergency landing, but not before half the team texted, "Hey mom, I love you," just in case. Number 4, Jeremy Lin's career-ending injury. 1 second, Jeremy Lin was making plays. The next, his knee called game. In 2017, Lin landed awkwardly on a layup and immediately grabbed his knee. His face said it all. He knew it was game over before the whistle blew. A ruptured patellar tendon ended his season and eventually his NBA career. Fans went from cheering Lin's sanity to, "Oh no, not like this," faster than you could say, "Call the trainer." Number 3, Jason Williams' tragic accident. A party, a shotgun, and a moment that changed everything. In 2002, Jason Williams was showing off his shotgun at a party when things went horribly wrong. This wasn't a highlight, this was a tragic misfire. The gun accidentally went off, killing his friend instantly and turning the celebration into chaos. In a panic, Williams tried to cover it up, but the truth caught up faster than a full-court press. From NBA star to courtroom drama, this was a twist no one saw coming. Number 2, Klay Thompson's ACL tear. In Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals, Klay went for a dunk, landed awkwardly, and immediately grabbed his knee. Most players would have called it a day, but not Klay. He limped back, hit 2 free throws, and walked off like a boss. The bad news? A torn ACL, sidelining him and crushing the Warriors' hopes. The dude tore his knee apart and still outperformed half the league. Who else makes an injury look clutch? Number 1, Reggie Lewis's heartbreaking death. A future legend, a sudden collapse, and a loss that shook the NBA. In 1993, Reggie Lewis, just 27 years old, collapsed mid-playoff game, stunning everyone. This wasn't just a timeout, it was the moment the NBA held its breath. Diagnosed with a severe heart condition, he was told to quit basketball, but he couldn't walk away. Months later, during a casual pickup game, he collapsed again and tragically passed away. From future legend to heartbreaking loss, Reggie's story still haunts the NBA. From shocking falls to heartbreaking losses, these moments remind us how unpredictable and emotional the NBA can be. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What moment shook you the most? And don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss more incredible stories from the world of basketball.